The absolute last person who's naughty listed in the NHL I want to be on is Rod Brindamore's. And boy, is that list getting longer after Game 3 of the Carolina Hurricanes series against the Florida Panthers. He even went so far as to call the fellas out in a post-game presser. Take a listen.
You know, the 4 rookies in the lineup can't be some of your better players. Like, that can't happen. So there's a couple guys in there that, you know, I don't think came to play the way they needed to in this type of time of year.
And you know what? He's not wrong. You can't have your rookies being your best players. They're supposed to be shown how the playoffs work by vets, not the other way around. They need Svechnikov and Aho to step up and produce some offense. As a team, they've now scored 4 goals in 3 games, and 2 of those goals have been when their games were already out of reach. I'd also say he's calling out Orlov here, who's been dreadful the back half of the season and might just have had the worst game he's played in a Hurricane sweater, but he's probably looking at his next payday elsewhere. But these guys have just been bullied by Florida. There's no other way to put it. These games are not fun. They're not close. It's almost like Carolina saw how the Leafs treated their fans in the last game of the year and said, hold my beer. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ice, the Panthers are having a blast. Marshy gets showered in rats and continues to look for his DQ sponsorship. I'm not kidding. He was seen eating a blizzard during the second intermission, and post-game confirmed it was indeed a cookie dough blizzard, which is an elite choice. To the game, and hey, this one started pretty well. We were tied at 1s heading to the third. It was Mikkola, as a Rangers fan, where did this come from, who got the Panthers on the board. He'd actually leave the game later after crashing, but Paul Maurice said he didn't think it'd be much and he should be good for Game 4. And for the Hurricanes, it was Logan Stanko who got them on board. He was easily one of the best players for the Canes and one of the rookies Rod said was doing everything, and when that trade happened, Rantanen into Dallas, I said he could legitimately be one of the most memorable parts. He'll be a staple for a long time, I think. But now we're to the third where everything falls apart. Janikowski gets Q with it in the neutral zone, turns it over. Boquist comes down the other way, scores a beauty, 2-1 Cats. Next is just awful as the Panthers come in 3-2, get it over to Mikkola, who beats Kochetkov with a wrister. It was a great shot, but you can't be letting a D-man do that to you. And before the rink announcer can get out that last goal, the Panthers score another one. Barkov this time off another turnover, and just like that, 3-1. Do you think you can guess how the Panthers scored their next goal? If you said off a turnover, correct. They might as well turn themselves into a bakery at this point because this one was delicious for Florida. Guess attempt for goal number 5, turnover. Carolina turns it over in the O-zone and the Cats come charging. Lundell gets it to Ratmondu and he fires home his 4th of the postseason to make it 6-1. And Canes fans, night-night. Seth Jarvis and the traveling Jarvises would get one back, but who cares? Cats up 3-0 in the series, and here we are in a place Carolina is so familiar with, about to be swept in the conference finals. It's just wild how a team gets used to that, as they've now taken, and this is almost unbelievable, 15 straight Eastern Conference Finals losses. Believe it or not, that's actually not the record for most straight series losses. That is the Chicago Blackhawks, who lost 18 straight second round games between 75 and 80. But what do you think about the series? For me, Florida is just clearly better. They're so physical. They're so fast. They're dirty. It's exactly how you win in the playoffs. Sorry, Canes fans, but there's no hope here. At least that's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time.